Hey, turn that down. We need to talk about the development of that baby you are carrying.
Oh. You only complain. This is the thanks I get for emptying the litter box and making tuna and steak tartare for lunch.
See what I mean? You just exposed the baby to cat poop. You could end up with toxoplasmosis from that and from the raw meat. You Jersey. Not to mention that you didn't even eat any foods high in vitamin B, such as leafy green vegetables. Your baby is at prime risk for developing neural tube defects such as spina bifida because you are in the first month of your pregnancy. You should get at least 0.4 milligrams of folic acid daily, which is easy to do by eating leafy greens, citrus, and grains. Put away the Cheetos and preservative foods and give your baby a chance to grow its brain. You have no idea how much a person's life can be affected by what happens during the antenatal, prenatal, and perinatal periods. Teratogens are not always obvious. And believe it or not, even how you feel your level of stress and how you deal with it can affect the baby, and it someday deals with stress. Think about that when you consider staying with that loser of a baby daddy.
Auntie.uncle.perry.Toronto. Slow down. I am just getting used to not drinking this early in the morning. And lay off Bunko. It's not his fault he gets mad so easily. His dad was just like that to his mom. Jeez. Judgmental, aren't you?
Whoa. 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 You are right. This is not about you and Bunko but about the baby and giving it a chance. Okay, let's start with some basics.
Whoa. Who said you weren't cool, Mom? You tell it.
Thanks.
Stop. That is sick. I'm going to vomit. Don't dance like that, Ma.
Okay, anyhow. Here are some basics. Listen up. The time before you are pregnant is the antenatal period. During is prenatal, which I hope you know, since you have been taking your prenatal vitamins at least. And finally, after pregnancy is postnatal. Many things can affect the development of a baby. These are called tetragens. Look at it this way, I read it best on wombecology.com. It said, prenatal ecology is the most vital aspect of human ecology. The period inside the womb is the life period with the highest adaptability and vulnerability to environmental factors. Now remember, environmental can be a big word. It is not just the air you breathe and food you eat, although these are very important. It is who you interact with, the level of stress you are under, and believe it or not, even things that Bunko has done or is doing, such as working at that plant that processes paper pulp, may affect the baby's health and development. Even things that my mother did have affected me.
Like what?
Well, my mom, your grandma, had a history of miscarriage, and during that time, they gave women who had risk of miscarriage a drug called diethylstilbestrol. It caused some of the girl offspring of the moms who took it to develop a condition called endometriosis. As a result, I had a hard time conceiving you due to the buildup of endometrial tissue in my abdominal cavity and the glue-like adhesions that made my insides full of. You see now why I am so concerned? I know how it feels to have something happen to me that I didn't ask for. You are entrusted to care for that baby, and it is your job not only to keep it safe and healthy, it is also your job to make sure that your baby gets the best start possible. There is a lot of evidence to support that the choices you make now can influence things such as your child's mental health, risk of prostate cancer, getting breast cancer or diabetes. Choices you make in labor and during the birth process can also play a huge role in his or her development.
Tell me more. This is getting interesting. I think I am remembering some of this from the books you put in my backpack. I did look through them when I was born. Did one of them say something about not eating certain kinds of fish or something?
Yes. Long-living fish such as albacore, tuna and shark have high mercury concentrations, which has been known to disrupt neuron formation during critical periods of development, leading to brain damage. This is also the fear with toxoplasmosis. Maternal exposure during embryonic stages, often before pregnancy is even detected, can be very problematic for the baby, causing deafness, mental retardation, vision issues, and a plethora of other anomalies. You can read up on the other big ones, and you should. In the book I got you today. I put it in your backpack.
Gee, thanks. I did want to ask you about some other things. Mostly some things I was reading about the birth process, and some choices I guess I should be thinking about, such as using medications, going it natural, if I want to use a midwife or not, and of course, breastfeeding. I don't even know where to begin, to tell you the truth.
Well, honey, it sounds like you are right on track, because all the things you just mentioned hold a strong potential to impact your child's health and development as well. Also, this is a crucial period for mother-child bonding, which is foundational for strong attachment, and thus preventing a host of other problems for baby later in life, such as reducing risk of developing attention deficit issues, increasing his likelihood of being a good parent, and even decreasing the likelihood that this baby will use drugs or alcohol. I also want to teach you some new techniques for infant massage. It can help improve the baby's sleep patterns and support digestion, elimination, and even clear red blood cells to help reduce jaundice. In fact, a lot of preemies are being helped with kangaroo care, which emphasizes skin-to-skin contact and wearing the baby to help increase birth weight, immune and respiratory function.
This is a lot of impact for cuddling.
You are so right, honey. Also, being close to your baby, such as during breastfeeding, which, incidentally, has its own long list of pros, is another way of bonding. Did you know that a mother actually secretes a special hormone when she nurses her baby, called prolactin? It is considered the bonding hormone. It makes the mother fall in love with her baby and thus is more responsive to its needs. The hormone is secreted in conjunction with oxytocin, which is also the chemical that triggers and facilitates labor contractions. See, it is just a very intricate process that can be easily disrupted if a person doesn't take enough time to familiarize themselves with a period of their child's life that will actually create its future health and even the health of that child's offspring. Childbirth is an amazing developmental phase in a woman's life in its own right, but it is also a time of tremendous responsibility to the developing baby. It amazes me that more attention is paid to nursery themes than this.